What if the best sunburn remedy is not in a bottle from the store, but in your kitchen and your garden? You spent the whole day at the beach. The sun felt warm and wonderful. You reapplied sunscreen once, maybe twice. But now you are home. Your shoulders are crimson. Your back feels like it is radiating heat through your shirt. Even the lightest fabric feels like sandpaper against your skin. You cannot get comfortable. You cannot sleep. You reach for the bottle of green aloe gel you bought last summer. You spray on the cooling mist. It stings. It smells like artificial fragrance. And 5 minutes later, the burning is back. Maybe you remember your grandmother's advice: butter on a burn. Or a friend told you to put ice directly on it. You try it. The ice numbs it for a moment. But when you pull it away, the burn feels even worse. Most people think sunburn is just pink skin that needs moisturizer. They think any cooling gel will fix it. They think oil or butter will lock in moisture and speed healing. They think ice is the fastest way to cool down. All of those instincts are wrong. Some of them actually make the burn deeper and more painful. Sunburn is not a skincare issue. It is a burn, a radiation burn, caused by UV light damaging your skin cells. And like any burn, the first and most important step is drawing the heat out, not trapping it in. There is a simple, natural 3-step protocol that soothes sunburn, reduces inflammation, and speeds healing. It uses 3 ingredients you may already have at home: cool water, fresh aloe vera, and plain oatmeal. No chemicals, no expensive sprays, no bizarre internet hacks. Just gentle, effective, natural relief. But before you learn the steps, you need to understand what is actually happening beneath your red skin. Because once you understand the science, you will never make the same mistakes again. Sunburn is your skin's response to DNA damage. Ultraviolet B rays from the sun penetrate the outer layer of your skin and hit the living cells underneath. Those UVB rays have enough energy to break the bonds in your DNA. Your skin cells detect this damage. When a cell's DNA is damaged, it has a built-in self-destruct program. It triggers a process called apoptosis. Your skin literally kills off the damaged cells to prevent them from turning into cancer. That is why sunburned skin peels days later. Your body is shedding the damaged cells to make room for new ones. But the immediate response is inflammation. Your blood vessels dilate to bring immune cells to the area. That is why sunburn feels hot. The increased blood flow radiates heat through the damaged tissue. Fluid also leaks from those dilated vessels into the spaces between your skin cells. That causes swelling. The swelling presses on nerve endings. That is the pain. The redness is the increased blood flow. The heat is your skin literally cooking from the inside. Your body is trying to repair the damage, but your skin's protective barrier has been compromised. It loses moisture rapidly. It becomes vulnerable. This is why sunburned skin feels tight, dry, and itchy as it heals. The barrier is broken. The worst thing you can do is trap that heat. Oil, butter, and heavy creams act like insulation. They prevent the heat from escaping. They keep the blood vessels dilated longer. They prolong the pain. Ice is equally dangerous. It damages the already fragile skin cells and can cause frostnip or frostbite. Burned skin has lost its protective layer. It cannot handle extreme cold. The ice can actually kill cells. What your skin needs is a gentle draw of heat. Cool water. Not cold. Not freezing. Just cool. Cool water pulls the heat out of the skin without damaging the tissue. It soothes the nerve endings. After the heat is drawn out, you need to calm the inflammation. That is where aloe vera comes in. Aloe contains compounds called polysaccharides and glycoproteins. They reduce inflammation and promote healing. They also have a natural cooling effect that is gentle on damaged skin. No alcohol, no dyes, just pure gel. Finally, you need to soothe the itch and further reduce inflammation. Oatmeal is perfect for that. Oatmeal contains avenanthramides, compounds that specifically calm skin irritation and inflammation. The FDA recognizes colloidal oatmeal as a safe and effective skin protectant for conditions like sunburn. Once the heat is gone and the inflammation is calmed, you can support repair with a light natural moisturizer, but only after the heat is gone, never before. Now you understand what is happening under your skin, and now you understand why your instincts have been wrong. The most common sunburn mistake is reaching for oil or butter. People think they are locking in moisture, but oil does not moisturize. It seals. It forms a barrier. When you apply oil to hot, inflamed skin, you are sealing the heat inside. You are making the burn worse. Butter is even worse. It melts and spreads, but it is still a fat that traps heat and can harbor bacteria. Some people swear by plain yogurt or sour cream. Those contain lactic acid. It stings, and it spoils. Another terrible mistake is using ice. That might feel good for a split second, but the relief is an illusion. The intense cold constricts blood vessels temporarily. That reduces the burning sensation briefly. But when you remove the ice, your blood vessels rebound and dilate even more. The heat comes back stronger, and in the meantime, you have damaged the fragile burned skin with extreme cold. It can cause frostnip. Have you ever had a sunburn turn purple or white in patches? That is ice damage. That is frostnip. It slows healing. It increases scarring. It makes the burn much worse than it ever needed to be. Another common mistake is using products with alcohol. Many cooling sprays contain alcohol. Alcohol evaporates quickly and gives a brief cooling effect, but it also dries out the already damaged skin. It strips away the natural oils that your skin desperately needs to repair itself. It is a short-term fix, a long-term setback. You are treating the symptom while making the underlying problem worse. Then there are the chemical sunburn gels. They contain lidocaine or benzocaine to numb the pain. Numbing the pain is not the same as healing the burn. Numbing agents can cause allergic reactions, and they do nothing to draw heat out or reduce inflammation. They just mask the pain while the burn progresses. The real mistake is not understanding the 3 phases of sunburn care. Phase 1, draw the heat out. Phase 2, soothe the inflammation. Phase 3, protect and repair. You cannot skip phase 1. You cannot combine them out of order. You cannot use oil before cooling. You cannot use ice at any point. You cannot rely on numbing sprays to do the work for you. Your skin is not a dry sponge that just needs moisture. It is a burned organ that needs careful, gentle care. But there is a better way. A way that has been used for thousands of years. Natural, accessible, effective. And it starts with 3 simple ingredients that you may already have at home. Here is the exact sequence that soothes a sunburn naturally. It is the cool plus soothe plus protect method. Step 1. Cool. This is the most important step, and it starts immediately after you come inside. Take a cool shower. Not cold, cool. The water should feel refreshing, not shocking. Let the cool water run over the burned areas for 10 to 15 minutes. Let it gently draw the heat out. If you cannot take a shower, use cool compresses. Soak a clean cloth in cool water and place it on the burn. Change it every few minutes when it warms up. Do this for at least 15 minutes. Do not use ice. Do not use ice packs. Do not use frozen vegetables wrapped in a towel. Just cool water. Gentle, steady, cool water. It will draw the heat out without damaging the skin. After the cool shower or compress, pat your skin dry gently with a clean towel. Do not rub. You are now ready for step 2. Soothe. This is where the natural remedies shine. First, aloe vera. If you have an aloe plant, cut a thick leaf and slice it open lengthwise. Scoop out the clear gel with a spoon. Apply the gel directly to the sunburned skin. If you do not have an aloe plant, buy pure aloe vera gel from the store, but read the label carefully. It must be 100% pure aloe, no alcohol, no dyes, no artificial fragrances, no added cooling agents. Apply a thick layer of aloe gel to the burned areas. Let it absorb. The natural cooling is immediate. Keep the aloe gel in the refrigerator. That way it is always cool and soothing when you apply it. After the aloe has absorbed, it is time for the oatmeal. Plain, old-fashioned oatmeal. Not instant, not flavored. Grind the oatmeal in a blender or food processor until it becomes a fine powder. That is colloidal oatmeal. Mix the oatmeal powder with cool water to form a thick paste, a paste that spreads easily. Apply the oatmeal paste directly to the sunburned areas. Leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. The oatmeal will calm the inflammation, soothe the itch, and draw out any remaining heat. When the time is up, rinse the oatmeal paste off with cool water. Pat dry gently. You can also take an oatmeal bath. Add a cup of colloidal oatmeal to a tub of cool water. Soak for 20 minutes. Step 3. Protect, but only after the heat is gone. Only after your skin feels cool to the touch. Now you can apply a light, natural moisturizer. Coconut oil is excellent, so is shea butter. Apply a thin layer. Do not slather it on. Your skin needs to breathe while it heals. These natural oils provide a gentle barrier that supports the skin's repair process without trapping heat. They also prevent the cracking and dryness that happen as the skin begins to peel. Never apply any oil or butter to hot skin. Wait until the heat is fully drawn out. That is the sequence. Cool for 15 minutes. Aloe gel. Oatmeal paste for 15 minutes. Then after the heat is gone, a light layer of coconut oil or shea butter. Repeat the aloe and oatmeal as needed throughout the day. The more often you apply, the faster the relief. Drink plenty of water too. Sunburn draws fluid out of your body. You need to hydrate from the inside. All of this takes a little time and patience. But it works. It works without chemicals, without expensive products. That is the protocol. But does it actually work for real people, or is this just another theory? Aloe vera has been used for thousands of years. Ancient Egyptians called it the plant of immortality. It contains polysaccharides that stimulate the growth of new skin cells and reduce inflammation. The glycoproteins in aloe speed up the healing process and reduce pain. Multiple studies confirm this. In one clinical study, aloe vera gel was significantly more effective than a placebo at healing burns. It reduced healing time by an average of 9 days compared to untreated burns. That is substantial. Colloidal oatmeal is recognized by the FDA as a safe and effective skin protectant. The avenanthramides in oatmeal specifically block the release of inflammatory chemicals in the skin. They are anti-inflammatory and anti-itch. That is why dermatologists recommend oatmeal baths for eczema. The same principle applies to sunburn. Soak in an oatmeal bath. Feel the relief. It is not a myth. Cool water compresses are standard first aid for all types of burns. Hospitals use them. Paramedics use them. The principle is simple physics. Water draws heat away from the skin far more effectively than air, and cool water does it without the tissue damage caused by ice. It is the safest, most effective first step. You do not need expensive chemical sunburn sprays. You do not need numbing gels with risky side effects. Your kitchen and your garden already contain everything you need to treat a sunburn naturally. The next time you feel that familiar heat radiating from your shoulders, you know exactly what to do. Cool shower first. Draw that heat out. Aloe gel second. Soothe the inflammation. Oatmeal paste third. Calm the itch. Then, and only then, a light layer of coconut oil to protect and support the healing skin. You are not guessing. You are not relying on expensive, chemical-laden products. You are using time-tested natural remedies that support your body's own healing process. Your skin is incredible at repairing itself. It just needs the right conditions. Cool water, aloe vera, and oatmeal give it exactly those conditions. If this helped you see that the best remedies are often the simplest and most natural ones, subscribe for more simple health truths. Thank you for watching.